Today I'm here with
Natalie,
Natalie. How old are you?
37,
And where are you from?
Fresno, California.
Tell me about your childhood. What was it like?
My childhood was good. It was good. I grew up like a normal, or well, what society would say is a normal family life. The mother, the father, good schools. I went to private schools, and went on a lot of trips with my family. So it was pretty good. It was a pretty good childhood.
What's the highest schooling you had?
All the way, or I graduated from high school and then went on to Fresno City for a little bit, and then I got a certification in massage therapy, and then I went to Paul Mitchell and got my aesthetics license. So that's the highest.
And you were saying you had 4 businesses?
Yeah, I had after I was done with that, then I had opened my own massage place and had 4 different ones on and off, and also worked with a lot of other people around here. The last one I did was the mini spa. Yeah.
And how did that go?
It did. It actually did. It does well. It's just when you start having a habit and an addiction, it doesn't do well after that. You know, I mean, because you're working hands-on with people. If you're touching someone and you're messed up, you know, that's just not good in a lot of ways. Because, I mean, it can come out through my pores into their body. And also, you don't want somebody drunk or intoxicated on top of you massaging your back. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not professional. Yeah.
What's your living situation?
I'm homeless, in a tent. Yeah.
Now, living in a tent, do you feel safe at night?
I don't feel safe. You never feel safe, especially the longer you're out here, or at least for me. And but I feel safer than I did in the beginning. Yeah.
You ever been robbed?
Yes. Yep.
How was that experience?
Scary, but that's when the day I realized I wasn't afraid to die, because I still I mouthed back to them, and I was like, well, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Okay.
You know, I was like, but yeah, it's scary. It was scary, and made me realize, man, like, this is like, you are really living outside in a tent, you know.
Now, what were they after?
Money and drugs.
Yeah. Put a gun to your face, knife to your face.
A gun
How many
with
times?
a laser. The first time, there was 4 times, 4 different times, the same group of people. Yeah. Yep.
Scary.
Mhm.
What caused you to end up in this path?
Drugs.
Drugs. How long you been living this lifestyle?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half. Where do you sleep at night? Obviously, tent, right?
Yeah. On the street.
Do you do any substance, like any drugs?
Yes. Okay. I do heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah.
Any other type of drugs?
A little bit of crystal meth, but my main thing is the heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first started using heroin?
Like 35, I think.
So at a late age.
Yeah. Mhm.
Who introduced you to the substance?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Hanging around with them?
Yeah. Well, one day he walked out of the restroom and he looked like he felt amazing. And I said, I want whatever you're on. I want to feel like you look. The worst thing I ever did and said.
And at the first hit, addicted?
Hmm?
And the first time you tried it?
No. I was like, what's the big deal about this? I don't get it. But I probably didn't even do a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, it was probably like the 3rd time. By the third time, I liked it. Liked it. So.
Have you ever had a bad experience with the substance?
Like,
You ever had
as
a bad
far
trip
as
or OD?
I've OD'd, yeah, but I don't really. I mean, I just remember somebody was hitting as in they were injecting it for me.
People's adrenaline shot?
No, it was like they were injecting the needle for me because I couldn't find a vein, so they find the vein for me.
Okay.
And so we out here we say like oh, he's gonna, can you hit me? Can you hit me? So that means like, can you inject it for me?
Okay.
Well, I just remember, last thing I remember was somebody hitting me, and then I woke up and I was like, wait a minute, why am I waking up? And then they said, oh, you went out, you went out. They had to put ice in my pants to get me out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel trapped using this substance?
Yeah, I do.
Have you tried getting help?
Yes. Yep.
How have you tried getting help?
I've been to a lot of rehabs. I've been to like 9 different rehabs.
And do you think, from your experience, do rehabs work?
They work to an extent. Yeah.
They only work if you're ready, right?
Yeah. That is, in the beginning when I would hear that, I was like, that's a bunch of bull. That's a bunch of bull. What are we paying all this money for, But it's not. It really is. None of any kind of help is ever going to work unless you want the help and you're ready to leave this lifestyle, because this lifestyle gets addicting as well. It's not just the drugs, it's the lifestyle. Some of these people have a home and have somewhere to go, and they rather be out here. I don't know how they do it, because if I had a home, I'd be there. I wouldn't be out here. But some people do that.
Has anyone offered you help, like family or friends?
Yeah. They have, but now that I'm ready, they gave up on me. It's too late. They don't want to help me anymore. Because they don't believe that I'm going to go through with it, yeah.
So pretty much a bunch of broken promises?
Yeah, well, not really. Just a lot of expectations not met.
Oh, okay. Does your family keep in contact with you?
Yeah, kind of. They'll come look for me every here, and then they'll stop by. Like, I've had a lot of deaths in my family since I've been out here, and that's the part that hurts, is because I don't find out about it until after they already do the funeral. They don't come tell me prior or anything. They tell me after, and that hurts. That hurts. I have a son, and I want to be a part of my son's life, and it really hurts that they've talked him into not even talking to me. There's a stereotype with us, and we're not all the same. Not every drug addict is the same. A lot of people steal to get their drugs or do sexual favors, whatever they're doing, sell their bodies. There's some people who just try to do it the right way, and that's...
How many kids you have?
Just one.
How old is he?
14.
14?
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been in contact or seen him?
I contact him through text message. He won't talk to me, but seen my son when he was 11. Yeah.
So it's been a couple years?
Yeah.
What do you do to make it out here?
Recycle and...
Panhandle?
No, I don't like panhandling. I don't like asking anybody for anything, There's some people that like to do that. I don't like that. I like to work for my money, you know what I mean? Like, I like to feel like I earned that money if I'm going to use it. Yeah.
You do any dates?
Nope. I do not do that, no.
Good. Have you ever experienced anything bad being out here other than being robbed?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Just some bad things. People stalking, following me,
asking you for sexual favors?
Oh yeah, but I don't even think bad, because that's something I hear a lot, like it becomes part of your daily, and that, to me, that's not even that bad anymore. Being asked that's bad, but being asked that, it's not as bad.
Have you ever seen anything bad out here, like anything crazy?
I seen a guy get shot and was in his head, and he somebody said, go ahead, go to the store, right? I thought everything was done, so I'm walking to the store, and I look down and I dropped something, but the guy who was walking towards me, I didn't realize was the guy who got shot. I thought that everything was, they already packed him. So I'm like, go down to pick it up. When I come back up, the guy's head was 2 times bigger than it was when I went.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, that's the guy who got shot. It was horrible. Yeah.
For someone who doesn't know the street life, is it dangerous out here?
Yeah.
Especially if you're by yourself?
Yeah. But I'm not by myself.
Have you ever been in danger
Yes. Mhm.
other than getting robbed? Is there any other?
Yeah. I've had a hit put out on me.
Really?
Mhm.
How'd you find out about that?
You could just feel it. You everywhere you walk, you feel like somebody wants to get you.
What advice would you give a young viewer watching this, wanting to be out
Don't
here?
smoke weed because that's yeah. Don't let anybody peer pressure you as many times as you don't want to hear that and you get annoyed with hearing that. It's the truth, and they're only telling you because it's the truth. You know, like the peer pressure and weed. Weed is that gateway into everything else. And trust me, it will happen like that. You'll go a downward spiral.
What's the most important lesson you learned in this life?
I know the value of $1 now. I didn't before because I come from money. My family had money, and I would go to the store and never look at a tag. And now I'm picking up pennies on the ground, and I know what it's worth now. You know what I mean?
Real value. Huh?
Yeah, I do.
If there was something you can change to not end up in the situation you're in, what would it be?
If there's something I could change, the times that I went to rehab, I should have really been ready. I should have really valued all that time that they, you know, just mainly that, because now when I try to ask for help, they don't believe me that I want it, you know. So
Now,
I would change that, and I would change never even touching the drug, obviously.
Yeah. Now, if someone wants to help you out, what's the best way they can contact you?
They'd have to probably come look for me out here.
No social media?
Um,
No email?
I haven't. No, I don't, because I don't remember it. I've started so many of them that you know, I forgot.
So the best way is to come person?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
it's-
pretty much. That's the best way. And Chevron is the best. Like, that's where you can always find
Now, I
a
see
bunch
you
of
doing
us.
artwork.
Yeah.
Do you draw art and sell them, or?
No, but I wanted to start. I've been doing painting. I started painting because I got so much time on my hands. So I started painting, and then I would tell people out here, if you come across paint or canvases, get it for me, paintbrushes, anything.
Yeah.
And they do. Everything I get is from people out here who bring it to me. And I started painting, and they're getting better, and people are liking them. So I think I'm going to try and sell them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think you should.
Yeah.
All right, Natalie, thank you for your time. Thank you for the interview. I hope you do good.